Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
All right, now pleased to be joined by none other than North Carolina's most quotable guy, R.J. Davis. I'm giving you the title over Baycott. He's boring. He's boring. How does it feel first, R.J.? Because you've never experienced this in your 4 years at Carolina, right?
Right. I mean, it feels great, the chemistry that we're playing well with. And overall, I think what started was the defensive end. And I'm just super happy and super fortunate for the position that we're in. And I feel like sky's the limit for this team.
Yeah, I remember talking to you preseason, and the one thing you said over and over was like defense. Hubert is on us about our defense. How much did you take that as a challenge, and where do you think you are as opposed to individually where you wanted to be on that end?
I really appreciate Coach Davis for, giving me that challenge because I think it makes me a better player overall. And I feel like if a coach doesn't push you into new limits, then I don't think it will work out. The way I took my defensive stride this year has been a lot better from on the ball and off the ball. And I know for my size, I have to be a pest and impact the game in defensive ways. So whether that's getting into the ball from 94 feet or if I'm in help side defense, just talking as a quarterback on the defense. So little stuff like that. I really, really like. So that was one of my goals going to the season was to be more of a dominant factor on the defensive end, especially for my size because a lot of teams are really switched now. So I'm gonna be battling with the bigs down low. So I'm gonna have to be able to kind of just bump them out until I'm able to get bumped out, but at the same time just hold my stand and make my presence feel felt.
Your role has kind of changed, right? Like you're the go-to guy this year. You're playing off the ball more. You bring in a reclassified freshman. Those dudes have not worked out well in the past, but Elliot
Mhm.
Cadeau kind of proving people wrong, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, Elliot, he's been doing a good job. I think he lived up to the hype as a freshman. I know we all seen the highlights and the mixtapes, but for him to come in as confident he is and be able to set guys up, put him in the right positions, I mean, I think he's doing a phenomenal job. And I think, playing alongside of him has been, beneficial for me, but for himself as well. He's super quick and able to blow by defenders and a really true point guard. So, and if my role as it's been different a little bit. I think I've been in the first 3 years like on the ball a little bit, facilitating, and then scoring. Whereas I'm more off the ball and able to get to my shots. I think it's been this advantage for myself and for the team.
Is it harder because you are a small guard? So,
Mhm.
everybody's always going to tell you, hey, if you're going to make it at the next level, it's got to be as a point. It's got to be as a point, right? You hear that all the time. So is
Right.
that hard to kind of accept the fact that, hey, this year I'm going to play off the ball, but it's going to be better for me. It's going to be better for the team.
I don't think it was hard for me at all. Because one thing about me is I'm a hooper, and there was a time where I didn't play point guard at all in my basketball career. So playing off the ball was something that I was known to, and so little stuff like that, I kind of just pick up on things like that. And as far as the next level, I mean, everyone has their opinions of, you know, how you should make it, how to make it, whatnot. But in my case, I'm just like living in the moment and kind of just doing what I'm doing, and I think the rest of the stuff will be taken care of at the end of the day.
Do you get more satisfaction now winning these games in the 60s? Because I know you guys want to play fast and still
Right.
push it. I mean, against Wake in the second half, you got going. But like looking back now, are you almost because people didn't think you could
Hmm.
do this? People didn't think you could win with your defense and toughness, and
Right.
now you're doing it. Is that almost more satisfying than winning a game in the 80s or 90s?
I mean, a win's a win, but I mean, it does feel like the pace is a lot faster. And the ball movement is there, and we're playing defense, and that toughness is there. So I'm loving every single bit of it. Playing in the 80s and 90s will be there. I mean, will be more likely to my liking, but the 60s is fine. But I'm not satisfied with where we're at. I think we still got a lot to prove.
Your numbers are crazy. I mean, crazy. I don't know if you looked at them, but they are. I mean, yeah, the
Hmm.
efficiency, RJ, like that's the thing. You're averaging 21, almost 4 boards, 3.5 assists, turnovers are down, 45, 42, 94. First of all, you're shooting 94 from the line. Like, get to the line even more. Like,
Right.
what are you doing here?
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Like, you've proven now you are a three-level scorer.
Right. I think that's what makes me unique. I'm not, going to be the quickest guy or the strongest guy. But I know how to score that basketball, and I use that to my strength. And despite my height, I mean, I think that's what also motivates me, because I'm not, 6'2", 6'3". I'm not like freakishly athletic, but I know how to maneuver and I know how to get to my spots and take good shots. And that's what's been working. That's what's benefiting me and so far. So, I mean, I think I have a lot left to improve and a lot left in the tank, but um, I think so far I just gotta, actually, congratulate myself so far in the season, how well I'm playing and, where my mind is at. And, because I think this is great for me. You can see it, like you said, I'm playing with joy and you see smiles and energy. So that also plays a big role as well. But
What would it be like for you? I mean, again, you guys were so close 2 years ago. It's been the ultimate like roller coaster ride for you and Mondo in Chapel Hill. Let's be
mhm.
honest. What would it mean for you to finish your career with a Final Four and a national title?
It would mean a lot. I mean, that was like one of my questions of to myself is how I want to leave and how I want my legacy to be remembered. And I think for us, especially for me and Mondo, like you said, the roller coaster that we had in Chapel Hill, I think that would just make things a lot better for us. But overall, I mean, just to get back to the Final Four and kind of finish the job, that's what I came back for. I didn't, my senior year, I didn't want to, especially having a rough junior year, not winning and not getting to the NCAA tournament. Going into my senior year, I felt like I hadn't really accomplished anything. And that's one of the things, and probably the main goal for me is to get back to the Final Four and, finish the job. So that would mean the world to me. That would be like the greatest achievement for me and the greatest feeling ever. I just think overall, I mean, I think we're all just super grateful just to, put on that UNC jersey. And I think the transfers and the freshmen, like this is all like a brand new and eye opener for them. Playing at North Carolina in the bright spotlight with the best fans in the world. So I think they're all just, fortunate just and grateful for just pulling that jersey and running out that tunnel. We all want to win. And it doesn't really matter like who may be the hot guy, who has the most points, who's in the spotlight this time. Like it doesn't matter. We all have a chip on our shoulder and we all want to win. And it could be in the ugly wins that we have on the road, or it could be the finesse that we've been doing at home. So it doesn't really matter. And I think that's what's been the big difference for us this year. We just want to go out there and just give 100% effort and energy each and every game and live with results. And so far, we're winning. So and the chemistry is real. The locker room is great. You could just I think it's the personalities too, like from Harrison to Cormac to Paxson to Jay Witt, Jay Wass, Seth, everyone like they walk into that locker room with smiles across their face and joy, and each and every day in practice we get after each other. We're competitive, we're talking trash, and I think that also makes it better for us, and we take our anger out on the opponent. So
Thanks for joining us, Field of 68, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
I appreciate you. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.